This is Red Carpet Fly's News on the Fly podcast, bringing you unique and interesting entertainment, celebrity, and luxury news. Before we get started, you know what to do. Like, follow, and subscribe to Red Carpet Fly, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single News on the Fly episode. Okay, let's get into these headlines. Congratulations to Michael Trahan and the Jonas Brothers for receiving their stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Michael received his star last week, and the Jonas Brothers received their stars earlier this week. I meant to bring it up, but with so much going on, I forgot. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to congratulate both Michael Trahan and the Jonas Brothers. Both Michael and the Jonas Brothers are tremendously talented, so this is well deserved. Moving on. Well, Dr. Phil is coming to an end after 21 seasons. According to Page 6, Phil McGraw announced to Variety on Tuesday that his daytime show will wrap up this spring after 21 seasons. I have been blessed with over 25 wonderful years in daytime television, the host, 71, told the outlet. However, hold off on the tears because Dr. Phil is leaving daytime TV. He's planning a primetime project. In a statement by CBS Media Ventures, the company announced that McGraw plans to announce a strategic primetime partnership scheduled for an early 2024 launch. Now, this is interesting. The article states that the beloved talk show's host's decision to leave the end of the show comes less than 1 year after a dozen former and current staffers spoke out about the allegedly traumatizing environment on set. Everyone was just pretty miserable. You walk into a building and there was just a palpable dread and anxiety, one ex-employee claimed to BuzzFeed News. Dr. Phil, the show about mental health, where everybody who works on it has terrible mental health because our work conditions were really bad. Others claimed they had nightmares about going into work, while another group of staffers defended the TV icon, saying the intense atmosphere was always professional. While none of the tales directly implied McGraw was to blame for the negative environment, his attorney, H. Patrick Morris, categorically denied all allegations. You know, it always seems that way with talk shows. There are always horrible behind the scenes. I hear that daytime TV and talk shows are really, really tough. And I've never had any experience on a daytime show or a talk show, but I always wonder what makes it so hard. And if I had to guess, it would have to be the grueling schedule. That alone can make up a toxic work environment. Anyway, it's been confirmed that Bad Boys 4 is coming. The project is officially in the works and was announced on Instagram on Tuesday, reports HuffPost. In a clip posted by Will Smith, the Oscar winner plays it coy at first, teasing his followers as he gets into the car and starts driving, somewhere. I'm gonna give y'all a hint, Smith tells viewers. He then blasts Shake Your Tail Feather by Nelly, Diddy, and Murphy Lee, a tune featured in Bad Boys 2 from his car's speakers. Smith eventually arrives at what turns out to be Martin Lawrence's house. The two actors warmly embrace and excitedly announce to the camera that the fourth Bad Boys is on the way. It's official, y'all, Smith says in the clip. Bad Boys for life, baby. For life. He holds up 4 fingers to emphasize the point. Sony Pictures confirmed that the action comedy buddy cop flick, which does not yet have a title or a release date, is in early pre-production at the studio, according to Variety. Are y'all ready for another Bad Boys movie? Comment below and let me know. While I like Will and Martin, and I'm a huge fan of the Bad Boys franchise, I just feel like we're in a place where there are no new ideas in Hollywood. We just keep getting reboots and these super mega franchise movies. Like Night Court. Why? Why was that made? I mean, who is watching that show? I see that freaking billboard every time I drive up on Ventura. It's a big ol' Night Court billboard. And I always think to myself, like, who is tuning into this? I remember seeing scenes from that show when I was like super young. And I think that even then that show was syndicated and they were like reruns. I just feel like Hollywood is in a creative slump right now. And they have all these reboots and franchises to keep the money train running. Sorry, I just had to vent on this. Like I said, I like Bad Boys and I like Will Smith and Martin. And I'll probably end up going to see the 4th installment. It's just a little nerve-wracking just seeing no new ideas, I guess. So, remember in late December when the Pope passed away? Well, in a shocking posthumous confession, Pope Benedict accuses the Vatican of supporting homosexual clubs and seminaries and being manipulated by gender ideology. According to Radar Online, Pope Benedict is posthumously spilling deep, dark secrets of the Catholic Church in a shocking tell-all book that he ordered to be published after his death. In the pages of What Christianity Is, the religious leader, who passed away on December 31st, 2022, accuses the Vatican of allegedly being radically manipulated by the distortion of sexes by gender ideology. In various seminaries, homosexual clubs were formed which acted more or less openly and which clearly transformed the atmosphere in those seminaries, the late Pope Benedict wrote in the 190-page book. He also claimed some bishops broke the church's long-standing rules by allowing trainees seeking the priesthood to watch pornography with the intention of rendering them capable of resisting behaviors contrary to the faith. There were individual bishops, and not only in the United States, who rejected the Catholic tradition as a whole, aiming in their dioceses to develop a new kind of modern Catholicity. Benedict explained in the book per an outlet who obtained excerpts of the bombshell memoir. He also appeared to hint at his feud with his successor, Pope Francis, who is notorious for being less conservative when it comes to the LGBTQ plus rights. Most recently, Francis distinguished that while homosexuality may be a sin in the eyes of the church, it is not a crime in the eyes of the law. Let me tell you, there is nothing like religious tea. Pope Benedict just did a mic drop. That's what that was. Now, I'm not Catholic, but I knew people were going to have a problem with Pope Francis's stance on homosexuality in the church. Even in death, Pope Benedict is trailblazing, leaving a tell-on memoir. Okay, Pope Benedict. I'm sure we're going to hear more about the things that displeased His Holiness, and I'm here for it. What do you guys think about the Pope dropping a deathbed memoir? Comment below and let's discuss. Anyway, I got a lot more to talk about, so make sure you guys come back for tomorrow. That's going to be it for today, guys. If you would like to receive text notifications of when I post news on the fly episodes or my celebrity red carpet interviews, please send a text to 917-502-4379 and say, I want to get fly text. Once subscribed, you will start receiving text messages regarding a News on the Fly episode or celebrity interview. Also, if you have a business, service, product, YouTube channel, or just a social media account that you would like for me to promote on my channel, please email redcarpetfly@alexi@redcarpetfly to get rates for advertising. We're growing, guys. You can also find this podcast on Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeart podcast platforms. Just search for Red Carpet Fly, News on the Fly podcast. Lastly, please like, follow, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel, Red Carpet Fly, and also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Red Carpet Fly. And until tomorrow, always stay fly.